어, 산책하는 게, 산책하는 게. 음,
Ah, you made it. Good to see you, my friend. I'll never forget how you saved my life from those
If you need
horrible
more
maniacs.
training,
but I'll get
and
the
we've
hang
got
of
the
it.
point, I'm ready to teach.
Good to see you, my friend.
Well, hey there. What can Sapphire do for you?
Riften, this is about right sport. Cheats and ruffians and cutthroats abound. Finally, some fun.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. Lot of people looking for him. Don't know his name, but he's paid good money for nobody to know he's down here. It's been a long time. Lot of people. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut. Dangerous-looking elves who didn't give their names. Draw your own conclusions. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him. Mm-hmm.
Understood thieves, really. Take someone's things before you kill them. Like
There's the place. Where are you? Too easy. Damn you!
Espen cannot illude.
get across me. Break that loot across my knee, and if the Parcher choose to fight, why then I'll set his clothes alight. What? Mother? Is that your voice I hear? No, no. Just my head playing a trick.
으아.
Nothing here after all.
Cicero is hungry. Need a sweet roll. Or a carrot. Mothersome. Flowers. Pretty flowers. He says to the man, "Start a hoarder? That's my wife." I love that one.
좋아.
Knife. Yes. Book. Yes. Bucket. Yes.
Go away!
No.
What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her. And she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap.
No. Never find me.
Ah, indeed. Indeed. Delphine really is alive then. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me.
But if that's your wish, I'll oblige.
This'll just take a moment. This one always fits. There we go.
No.
Only a couple more.
개웃. 채팅방.
There we are. Come in. Make yourself.
여기.
That's better. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Aldrin has returned just like the prophecy said. The dragon from dawn of time who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Aldrin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Aldrin has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop him. But no dragonborn has been known for... It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Aldwin the World Eater. What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... no useless trash. Where'd I put my annotated annuad? One moment. I know time is of the essence, but I mustn't leave secret. One more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Inkpot, stone, bucket, book, knife.
Huh? Kill her! Somebody help!
That'll teach you to cross me.
That's her. Where are you?
좋았어. 좋았어.
Riften. Cicero likes Riften. Cheats and ruffians and cutthroats abound. Finally, some fun.
네.
Make it shine, gleamy, and oh
음.
Cicero never understood thieves, really. Take someone's things before you kill them. And they call me crazy.
Hey, did you say something? Not yet, not yet. When we get... I never expect... I still need some time to get used to the idea that there might... It was a cold day. We heard the news at Cloud Ruler by courier.
Yes.
30... The Thalmor ambassador delivered his ultimatum. I knew that day. Well, they've been hunting down. But if you mean me, now, I don't suppose they want the world to end any more than we do. Or at least, they'd prefer to end it on their terms.
Is there singing in the void? Dancing? Cicero is hungry. Need a sweet roll. Or a carrot.
할배.
Must oil mother soon. Get on the hard-to-reach places.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
Things are looking up around here, lass.
Need something.
Walk with the shadows.
So, is it Riften or Riftan? This place has changed its name so many times, I can't even remember.
How you pay for meddling in the Thalmor's affairs.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? All right then. I can take you to any... Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. Nice weather for a ride. Hope it lasts.
Must oil mother soon. Get on the hard-to-reach place.
그만. 아.
Cicero wants some Skyforge steel. Sharp, sharp for easy stabbing.
어? 그만. 깬. 이 사람. 금. 기. 깬. 아, 케이크 먹고 싶어. 어. 이미 어제 먹으면서 빵 번지 먹은 그거 그거 같다면서요. 사람이. 아, 케이크 먹고 싶어. 인트와인 가고 싶어. 가봤어. 아니, 가봤냐? 어떤 일? 어?
If you need more,
What's the hurry?
and you've got
Things are looking up around here, lass.
If you're looking for extra work, stick to the rules and you'll end up rich. Break them, and you're out on your arse. Simple, right?
그런 이 사람 인성.
Bucket, knife, book, ink pot, stone. No, no, no.
Cicero likes lift.
Come here, come here, come here, come here.
Knife, yes.
Go away!
Yes.
What?
Bucket,
No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern.
no.
Delphine?
Never
How do you...
understood thieves,
So,
really.
you'd better come in.
Things
Tell me how
before
you
you kill
found
them.
and what you
And they
want.
call me crazy.
This'll just take a moment. This one always sticks. There we go. Only a couple more. There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself... That's better. Now we can... So, Delphine? I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless. Haven't you figured it out? Aldwin, the drag, no one can... Ah, I tried to tell them. They wouldn't... Yes, yes. Oh, only a drag. It seems that the gods have... What? Then, we must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. So, Delphine keeps up. I thought she'd have realized it. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. We should... I'll need... no. No useless cash. Where'd I put my annotated annual?
Need to get Mother some flowers.
Knife,
Pretty flowers.
yes.
One moment. I know time is of the essence, but must leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off. Did you hear that? We should keep moving.
비켜.
My imagination.
Come here, come here, come here, come here. That's her. That's who was asking about Esbern. Kill her.
그래. 맞아.
Yes?
Delphine. Why, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esper. It's been too long, old friend. Too long.
Get mother some flowers.
기대기게.
You made it safe
Pretty
and sound.
flowers.
Come on, I have a place we can talk. Orgnar, hold down the bar for a minute, will you?
Yeah, sure.
Cicero is home again, home again. I'll return to the Night Mother straight away.
아니.
Now then, I assume you know about...
Oh, yes, Dragon Ball. Indeed, yes. Oh, this changes everything, of course. There's no time to lose. We must locate. Let me show you. I know I had it here somewhere.
Esbern, what?
Give me just a moment. Here it is. Come, let me show you. You see, right here, Sky Haven Temple. Constructed around one of the main Akaviri military camps in the Reach during their conquest of Skyrim.
Do you know what he's talking about?
Shh! This is where they built Aldwin's Wall to set down in stone all their accumulated dragon lore. A hedge against the forgetfulness of centuries. A wise and foresighted policy in the event. Despite the far-reaching fame of Aldwin's Wall at the time, one of the wonders of the ancient world, its location was lost.
Esbern, what are you getting at?
You mean, you don't mean to say you haven't heard of Aldwin's Wall? Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't. What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Alduin's Wall was where the ancient blades recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return. Part history, part prophecy. Its location has been lost for centuries, but I've found it again. Not lost, you see, just forgotten. The Blades archives held so many secrets. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's Wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well, yes, but there's no guarantee, of course.
Skyhaven Temple it is, then. I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern. I know the area of the Reach that Esbern's talking about, near what's now known as Karthspire. We can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Don't worry, I'll get Esbern there in one piece. We'll wait for you near Karthspire. Good luck.
I've told you where Skyhaven Temple is. I'll trust you to get us there in one piece. That's all.
We'll meet up near Karthspire.
I don't think Rika even knows my name. Probably.
Hello,
because
Fred.
I'm not the dragon.
Good hunting.
Never coming back here.
Cute.
Do you need something?
Yes? What is it?
치즈케이크 먹고 싶어. 주문한다. 나도. 얌얌.
I am above the petty squabbles here. I have lived for far too long to be bothered with them.
어디가?
If you'll excuse me.
Good to see you again, friend.
Dragonborn, it's an honor.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
아, 죄송합니다.
Good to see you. Good to see you again. I would be honored, Harbinger. I'm here to help. Lead on, then.
아쉬워. 미친. 공격을 좀 미친. 가끔 예. 와.
This looks promising. Lead on to Skyhaven Temple. It's starting to look like
We must be
Esmeralda's
getting
right.
close. We should proceed cautiously.
We should be careful. There's no telling what traps and wards the ancient blades may have set.
We've got to get this bridge down.
Careful in here.
These pillars must have something to do with it.
Yes, these are Akaviri symbols. Here, let's see. You had the symbol for king and warrior, and of course the symbol for dragonborn. That's the one that appears to have a sort of arrow shape pointing downward at the bottom. Yes, that's it. The symbol on the pillar on the left.
Chunky.
Given that Skyhaven Temple was sealed against the return of the Dragonborn, I will try turning all the pillars to that symbol.
Whatever you did, it worked. Let's see what those old blades left in our way.
Wait,
Why are you stopping?
we should be careful here. See these symbols on the floor?
Esbern's right. Look like pressure plates.
We'll cross once it's safe.
What can I do for you, friend? Just tell me who needs bludgeoning. Need something?
Looks safe now. Let's move.
Yes, yes. I think we must be close to the entrance.
Show them no mercy.
Wonderful. Remarkably well preserved, too. Here's the blood seal, another of the lost Akaviri arts. No doubt triggered by, well, blood. Your blood, Dragonborn. Look here.
Ezra's probably
You see how the ancient blades revered me with Cyrodiil?
large seal on the floor.
This whole place appears to be a shrine. End of the Akaviri invasion. Mysterious
You did it! Where's the entrance? After you, Dragonborn. You should have the honor of being the first to step forward the sky.
There's no telling what we might find inside. Fascinating. Original Akaviri bas-reliefs, almost entirely intact. Amazing. You can see how the Akaviri craftsmen were beginning to embrace the more flowing Nordic style.
We're here for Alduin's Wall, right, Esbern?
Yes, of course. We'll have more time to look around later, I suppose. Let's see what's up ahead. Shaw's bones, here it is. Alduin's Wall, so well preserved. I've never seen a finer example of early Second Era Akaviri sculpture and relief.
Esbern, we need information, not a lecture on artistry.
Yes, yes, let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is fallen from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the voice, are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory, mythic symbolism. Yes, yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh, yes. Presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his return.
So we're looking for a shout, then? Damn it.
You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky, or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War, or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Good. The Greybeards can teach you a lot, but don't let them turn you away from your destiny. You're Dragonborn, and you're the only one who can stop Alduin. Don't forget it.
Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to Tamriel in the first place, in search of the dragon. Here are the Akaviri. You see their distinctive long swords. Now they knew their ancient mission fulfilled as the last dragonborn contends with Aldrin at the end of time. Are you paying attention, Delphine? You might learn something of our own history. You'll have to speak up. I'm a little...
You're in luck. There is a blessing the blades use. I doubt the blessing's effects would last for... May the scales of the dragon kind split. That's all there is to it, Dragonborn. Good luck.
That's all.
What is it? The Thalmor hunted us down, remember? It wasn't exactly great for recruitment. But we have a headquarters of a sort now. We will rebuild the Blades. Someday. If you find anyone you think would make a good recruit, I can certainly take a look at them. Remember though, being a Blade is a lifelong commitment. Their loyalty has to be with us once they're in.
I know the prophecy by heart. Once all. When the brass
아 미친. 그러니 그렇게 용량이 터질 것 같지. 미친. 파판보다 큰 거 아니야?
Wind, guide you. We have felt the whisper of a word. Give me... Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before.
이럴 줄 나왔겠다. 아니요.
Again. Have you considered that Alduin was not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me, the decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
들어. 열. 들. The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. The words, wait. 라면감. You my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit. Use clear skies to open the way. To Paarthurnax.
Look! Look!
죽어간다.
록 바쿠.
그렇죠. 이거는 그냥 죽음이다.
록 바쿠.
록
바쿠. Is Menos.
록
Is Menos. 록 바쿠. 록 바쿠.
팔카스. 백막. 뭐.
부스 로다.
님 인성 끄덕끄덕했어. 어떻게 된 인성이야?
록 바쿠.
저거 백마봉우예요. 하이로스 백마봉. 조각미남이?
Dremyolok, greetings, Wundernik. I am Parthenax. They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. They see me. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem. Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits. Not until introductions are complete. Zin, why do you a gift, Dovahkiin? You'll understand fire as the Dove do.
좋아요.
Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as elf, but as Dova.
아, 나 포켓 먹고 싶어.
Yes, Saucedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw, mortal. Even for one of Dovassos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective of me, Bahlan Fadon. But I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Ruzha. As good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lin Vokin. Would you stop the next world from being born? Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name throat of the world? True, but few now remember that this was the very spot where Alduin was defeated by the ancient tongues. Vaucht Unslad. Perhaps none but me now remember how he was defeated. Yes and no. Viknus Nikron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him.
The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time. Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when. How to explain in your tongue? The Dove have words for such things that Jor do not. It is an artifact from outside time. It does not exist, but it has always existed. Rahwatlan. They are fragments of creation. The Kele,
설마 여기가 거기니?
scrolls, as you name them, they have often been used for prophecy. Yes, your prophecy comes from an Elder Scroll. But this is only a small part of their power. Zofa Suryek.
아, 무임 눈 아님? 아, 진짜 콧구멍이네.
Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound,
200자 넘어서 링크 안 가.
Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break.
이거 뒤에 이걸 붙이면 열려요.
You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. You have it.
좋아요.
The Kell, the Elder Scroll, Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kolgan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
짝짝짝짝짝. 아, 살까? 6개밖에 안 나왔. 그래.
Running out of time. Battle.
Dar Sulfursi Alduin Ukri. To day Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krieg Wolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
Is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
Battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Balthor, Sori, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Fear it now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Me, Taludis, Ani, Him Hind Paliv, Su'u Hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
What have you done? What twisted worlds have you created? Taludis Pathrax, my teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power where I come from, in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror.
Ready!
First time, worm. I see it in your eye. Skyrim will be free!
It's no use.
Come on.
Alduin on the wing! Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. My words with older bones than your own. We break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. Alduin, now you're out from all our endings unto the last. You are banished!
Worked. You did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
Ah.
Unlucky Nakib Silesur. My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now and await your fate in Sovngarde. Lost foot, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend if you know it.
Jur, Zapro! Jur, Zapro! Jur, Zapro! Jur, Zapro! Jur, Zapro! Jur, Zapro!
Lot Kongrach, you truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Yes, one of his allies could tell us Matmahus, but it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, Yes, but your Soom is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master Fus, Faim, and Yol. In your tongue, the word simply means fire. It is change given form, power at its most primal. That is the true meaning of Yol. Solyek, power. You have it, as do all Dove. But power is inert without action and choice. Think of this as the fire builds in your sum, in your breath. Sum Arc Mora. What will you burn? What will you spare? Look Thum.
영의 용기서. 힘들었다. 잠깐 누워있을래. 누울 자리가 없네.
You've been a good friend to me. That means something.
She.
It's good to see you again. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. Of course. You already saved Whiterun from that dragon. I owe you a great deal. But I don't understand. Why let a dragon into the heart of my city when we've been working so hard to keep them out? Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? No Nord could have said it better. I'll stand beside you, Dragonborn. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? Then, Whiterun will stand with you, Dragonborn. We will take the risk and gain the glory, whether it be victory or defeat. So what's the plan then? How do you intend to lure a dragon into the trap? Oh, well, I'll leave that to you. I trust you know your business. Probably for the best. It will give me time to see if that old trap still works, and break the news to the men. We'll be ready, don't worry. You do have a plan for actually luring a dragon into... trap, don't you?
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
you're home! Want to play a game?
Do you think I could be a bard? I really like singing. You got me a present? Really? Thanks.
When I grow up, I want to join the league.
삐져서 갔어.
Wow, really? What'd you get me? Thanks.
What can I do for you?
나와.
Just tell me who needs bludgeoning. Need something? Will do. Let's get going.
누가 배를 이렇게 구가?
I used to dream of it. In the dream I was standing. I'm afraid there's a problem. A serious one. I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader is. He's a dragon. Not just any dragon, but the right hand of Alduin, responsible for many atrocities during the Ancient Dragon War. The Blades have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards, and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid.
Interesting problem. Yes.
An unguessed trove of lost lore.
Sorry to bring it up.
Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites. Don't you see? The names of dragons are all... By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be. He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue. I think it's very likely that he will be unable to read. Indeed. I'm no master of the voice, but it is written here. Ode a Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it. You shouldn't be here unless you decided to bring part. Justice. Still justice. Parthenax was the author of many atrocities. True, he turned traitor to Alduin, and whether or not he has truly repented or merely acted to save himself, just Shout for Udavin from the Dragon's Reach.
Haven't you been listening to me?
There, he devours the souls of the heroic dead to feed his power. You...
Heard about you and your honeyed words.
You.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandage raid.
We're ready, Dragonborn. Just say the word. As I promised, my men stand ready. Now that it's upon us, I'm rather looking forward to the challenge. I'll be famouser than Olaf One Eye.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taken to fight to the Stormcloaks.
As I promised, my men stand ready. The great chains are oiled. We wait on your word. My men know what to do. Make sure you do your part. I'm putting my city in your hands.
I heard you were at the wedding of the Emperor's cousin. In Solitude. Gods, that must have been horrible.
Have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah?
What?
Go ahead and call this dragon of yours. We're ready.
Hear that?
Steady now. Undercover.
Somebody!
Help!
Why are we doing this again?
왕청.
That's your best, huh?
Orvuta med Kodav, caught like a bear in a trap. Zokfrini grin kogra drun viki, Dovakin. Ah, I forget. You do not have the Dova speech. My eagerness to meet you in battle was my undoing, Dovakin. I salute your, low cunning in devising such a Gramin Dol stratagem.
I can't believe that worked.
Zuubonar, you went to a great deal of trouble to put me in this humiliating position. Hinsir Alduin, No doubt you want to know where to find Alduin. Renik Vaza, an apt phrase. Alduin Boval. One reason I came to your call was to test your Thuum for myself. Many of us have begun to question Alduin's lordship, whether his Thuum was truly the strongest. Among ourselves, of course, Muni Mae, none were yet ready to openly defy him. Once Lord Croesus, innumerable pardons, I digress. He has traveled to Sovngarde to regain his strength, devouring the Silesur, the souls of the mortal dead, a privilege he jealously guards. His door to Sovngarde is at Skuldafn, one of his ancient fanes high in the eastern mountains. Mindoran pa ok midoven avarantil. I surely do not need to warn you that all his remaining strength is marshaled there. Zuulost ofan hinlan. Now that I have answered your question, you will allow me to go free? Ah, well, Croesus, there is one detail about Skuldafn I neglected to mention. Only this. You have the Thuum of a Dova, but without the wings of one, you will never set foot in Skuldafn. Of course, I could fly you there, but not while imprisoned like this. Indeed, Orin Britbro, I cannot leave here until you defeat Alduin, which you cannot do without my help.
봅시다.
Incredible. Huh? Sir, you have no idea how long I have waited for such an opportunity. I would be most appreciative if you would permit me to perform some, tests on you, purely in the interests of the advancement of knowledge.
Be gone, mage. Do not test my promise to the Dovahkiin.
I assure you, you will not even notice me. Most of them are hardly painful at all to a large dragon such as yourself.
Very bad idea.
Surely you wouldn't miss a few scales, or a small amount of blood.
May, what are you doing back there?
Wow. 이와.
You have reconsidered my offer. You will release me, Roland, if in return Onikan Korav Gaimir, and you can trust me. Free me, and I will carry you to Skaldafin.
Something to tell the grandkids, eh? You sure about that? You want to let that dragon loose after all the trouble to catch him in there? Your funeral. Someone else is gonna have to help you get him back in there again.
I've
Get
been
ready
looking
to
for you.
open the trap.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
This seems like a really
Until
bad
next time.
idea to me.
I've been looking for you. I have a letter here from Quintus Navale, and I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Was nu? Dini dein Rufe Aswa. Saran Uth, I await your command as promised. Are you ready to see the world as only a Dova can? Zuk Brit Oth, I warn you, once you've flown the skies of Kaizal, your envy of the Dove will only increase. Amativ, mu bo kotin stinselok.
The greatest person I've ever met. The biggest fool.
May Kinneret guard you while you pass through the realm.
This is as far as I can take you. Grifboth Akrin. I will look for your return. Or Alduin's.
곧 끝내주는 걸 입으. 곧 끝내주는 걸 입으셨고. 한 방이잖아. 야구. 괜찮습니다.
Bruce, Rosa! Bruce, Rosa!
이야. 짱남. 와, 세상에. 미친. 이것도 저장 안 돼 그런 거 아니야? 아! 굿. 짱남. 꼭지. 스킨. 휴대폰 배터리가 내 얼굴에. 좋아요. 좋았어. 이치. 컴퓨터 힘든가 보다. 갓겜이다. 끝내주는 갓. 좋아요. 좋았어. 죽어. 아니. 보잉. 끝내준다. 그럴지도 몰라. 복숭아 먹고 싶다. 크크. 탐나에 복숭아 올라왔어. 가자. 아, 미친.